Pardon me for being a little bit late. I needed to make the thumbnail. The thumbnail was not made. Hi, It Girl Rosie. The thumbnail was not made because I spent. Hi, Miss Bradford. Can y'all stream me on YouTube? If you don't want to go to YouTube, that's fine. I'm just asking. Hi, Udaru, right? I want to make sure I have your name right. Hi, what's up, Dion? I'm also live. I'm live on YouTube too. I'm streaming YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. I'm a little bit behind because I had to make the thumbnail. Hi, Micah. So if you want to catch me on here, you can. If you want to catch me on YouTube, please. If I can't control what you do, but if you can catch me on YouTube, that would be great. Just because I'm not monetized on Instagram. But anywho, I had to make the thumbnail. So I made the thumbnail and I was caught up today making the decode videos. Hi, what's up, Ernest? If you have not seen the decode videos, they're up on YouTube. Go check them out. I uploaded 4 videos. One of the decodes is like there's 3 decode videos in one. And then Ataru. Okay. Hi. Hi, no more. Yes, you caught alive. Okay, let me know. Love Ataru. I think I have it right. Let me know. You was watching the Ice Spice Lots in the thank you. Okay, I'm glad I have your name right. Thank you for being here again. I was watching the Ice Spice. Y'all was watching that shit? Hell no, I wasn't watching that shit. Um, but let me tell you, I made the decodes today, right? So I covered Jay-Z, Marina Abramovic, and the Hair Magic, Glorilla, with um her involvement in the occult, and I covered digital womb agenda. Thank you. Yes, I can't wait to see you on YouTube. I covered digital womb agenda. Actually, let me end on Instagram. If you are on Instagram right now, I'm going to ask you to please move to YouTube or Twitch, preferably YouTube. That way we don't even have this problem. So before I get deep into the thick of things, I have, of course, a couple topics for you guys. But before I get into the thick of things, hi, what's up, Desi? Hi, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Glad, glad that you're here. Welcome. Happy to have you. Before we get into the thick of things, because we're only 3 minutes in, I want to talk about TikTok. I want to talk about these platforms and what to expect with this platform moving forward, mainly here on YouTube. I know that me and a lot of other creators have our frustrations with YouTube. And some of those frustrations are valid frustrations. But hi, what's up? Utaru, how are you? Oh, Utaru, how are you? Thank you for joining on YouTube. So I'm having a conversation with people and I'm talking about, thank you, Desi. I'm talking about how me and a lot of other creators have expressed frustrations with YouTube. And our frustrations and some of our grievances are accurate and justified. But at the end of the day, YouTube is the best paying platform for creators. TikTok is not paying me like they should. And TikTok is full of bots. All these platforms are full of bots. But I feel like TikTok is paying me so little and I'm not having it anymore. Like Ataru, because it's like Atari. So Ataru, we're getting there. My deepest apologies. But TikTok is not paying me my worth. I am very grateful to be monetized over there. I'm very grateful to have a big following over there. I'm very grateful to be making money over there. Thank you no more. I put in a lot of work on YouTube for a while. And I moved over to TikTok and I was able to see fast growth, fast growth. But the pay is disrespectfully low. And I'm not putting up with that anymore. So if you found me from TikTok, if you are here from TikTok, at no matter when what day and age you are seeing Ataru Ninji, let me know. Did I get that right? Ataru Ninji? I think that's correct, but let me know. When it comes to TikTok, right? If you are here at any time in history discovering this video, my last TikTok that I made about Rolling Ray is my final TikTok. And I know I have said I'm not posting on I have left YouTube for months on end. I have I'm on Venmo. I don't know if I could put that anywhere on here. Um I don't know where to put oh my god, I am so awful at anything with technology. I really am. I am a struggle person. I don't know where to put that on here. I'm using a new software. I have no idea what to do at all. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. But I'm even looking. I don't know where to put that. But what I'm telling you is this. If you want I don't use Cash App. We're gonna talk about Cash App today. I do not use Cash App because Cash App is not secure. I am a Venmo user. My Venmo is woke pop culture. Hi, what's up, Kara? It's Ancient Sumerian. Oh, okay. If I have a moderator here, I think I have Micah here. Micah, could you please put Venmo woke pop culture in the chat? That is my Venmo. If you want to support the channel, I highly appreciate that. You please Venmo me. Venmo is much more secure. Right. Isn't it suspicious that Dion, thank you for being here. Dion or Micah or any other moderators that I have here, could you please put the Venmo in the chat? The Venmo is woke pop culture, all one word. That would be really great if you guys could do that. Thank you so much, Micah. All donations, thank you no more for your suggestion. I highly appreciate it. Because no, 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 no. I know that YouTube can be frustrating and discouraging, but I'm going to put my energy back into YouTube because TikTok is not taking care of me properly. And I'm not going to continue. You guys know if I feel like I'm not being appreciated, I walk away. I leave. That's in my personal life, professional life, doesn't matter. Relationships doesn't matter. If I feel like this is not working, I'm not doing it. And I feel like for the millions of views that I have over on TikTok, I am not getting paid properly at all. At all. So I'm done with them. YouTube is an uphill battle. You will have to work. It's a platform that has, even though TikTok has a shit ton of videos on it, YouTube has way more videos because the platform has been around a lot longer. There's more users on YouTube, and YouTube does favor Reels, and Reels have helped me grow my channel. But one thing I want to say is this: easy come, easy go. It's easy to build a following over on TikTok. It's easy to build views, but the people who support you most are on YouTube. YouTube is for people who want the long form content. Um, right. That's true no more. You have a great perspective. I didn't even think about that. That's so true. But you can have a smaller audience, but they are more tapped in because that audience on YouTube is invested in long form content. It's a little bit of an older audience too. So it's just a more mature group of people over on YouTube. So I feel like it's worth the fight. A lot of people are leaving the platform, and I feel like that's an opportunity. If you are a small content creator and you're watching this, if people are leaving the platform because they're getting frustrated, That's your opportunity to fill in their gaps. So I'm gonna continue to fight. I'm gonna do what I've gotta do because TikTok is just crazy. If I had the numbers on TikTok that I have on that if I had TikTok's numbers on YouTube, I would never have to work again. So I just wanna put that out there. Please expect more YouTube content, more lives, more long form in the continuing a continuous creation of shorts. But how I used to upload long form content, I'm going to start doing that again, but I'm gonna do it in a different way. So just be on the lookout for that. Content over here will pick up significantly in the next couple of months. YouTube does pay quite well. TikTok does not. And TikTok is just I want Black people, and we're gonna have this conversation again. I want Black people to divest from platforms that don't give a fuck about you. I appreciate TikTok for allowing me to grow my following very quickly, and I'm glad those people have found me and that, they can, like, find me on other platforms. It has definitely increased my visibility. My videos are all over the internet. I have 2 TikTok accounts. I come across my videos, you know, without even trying. Sometimes I'll be looking up something and I come across my own video, but YouTube is just a superior platform, and I'm not gonna keep hanging out with people and adding value on a platform that does not appreciate me. And again, that is exactly why I left YouTube many times over. But I'm gonna revamp how I do things, and I'm just gonna keep trying because YouTube is worth the effort. It is. So I want to make that disclaimer that I am for real serious about leaving TikTok. For real serious. I'm glad that I'm doing it, and I will not be on there anymore. I refuse. I refuse. Okay. So let's start off with Jay-Z, right? So somebody commented on TikTok and they said, can you cover Jay-Z and Cash App? And I was like, okay, let me look into it. So I did research into it and I found some crazy shit. So I found this story saying that Jay-Z is affiliated. These are my notes from what I researched. Jay-Z is affiliated with Block Inc. Block Inc. is a global financial tech company that builds payment tools such as Cash App and Square. Sometimes when you go to like a farmer's market or you go to like a vendor's market, they have like those Square readers. I have one of those Square readers from my time going to vendor markets. So those are the two payment platforms that you might be the most familiar with. So Cash App and Square and Block Inc. also acquired Jay-Z's company Title. Now, from my understanding, Block Inc. was co-founded by Jack Dorsey, who is the founder of Twitter. You know that Twitter is now named X and it has been purchased by Elon Musk. So Jay-Z and other directors at Block Inc. were sued by a Block Inc. shareholder named Viraj Patel, and Viraj Patel sued Jay-Z and the other directors for allowing Cash App to become a hub of or for alleged sex trafficking, terrorism financing, and I believe even minor trafficking. Um, Block Inc. again was co-founded by Jack Dorsey. Earlier this year in January, Block Inc. did settle with 48 states, 48 United States, over anti-money laundering violations. And then February, the following month, again this year, Viraj Patel filed the suit. So this is really crazy. Yeah, yeah, babe. I'm talking about Cash App, but you can pay me through Venmo. Just clearing that up. So, yes, Cash App, not Cash App, but it's okay. And I'm like reading your comments after reading my notes. So, yes. So that is crazy. Now I recall the Cash App CEO or the Cash App founder, didn't he like mysteriously pass away? Didn't somebody put him in the dirt? You guys, this is just again more dirty business, more dirty money coming to light. Jay-Z has a lot of explaining to do, and not just him. Block Inc. as a whole, Jack Dorsey as a whole, all of these people. How can you explain having to settle a lawsuit with 48 states over violating anti-money laundering laws? And you're being sued over allegations of terrorism financing and trafficking, sex trafficking, human trafficking. This is insane. This is insane. The lawsuits with Jay-Z continue to pile up. And there's another creator who I watch on here named For No Fame. And he said that he believed that the situation with Jay-Z and his son was also a distraction. And I can confirm that that is true because why not? Because notice how, like, that case with the guy who Rymir, who said that he was Jay-Z, Rymir Satterwhite, who said that he was Jay-Z's son. Um, why not pay him to have a fugazi battle back and forth over, am I the dad, am I not the dad? The case keeps going in circles, it keeps going nowhere. We still don't know the truth. And you know what I mean? It's just again motion after motion after motion. Why not continue to keep up that facade to protect yourself from what's really bubbling under, which is, Rock Nation will crumble. Everything going on with Tory Lanez. Megan Thee Stallion isn't selling records. CEO of Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, is being sued by her own daughter for trying to put her daughter in a mental facility and trying to ruin her daughter's marriage. Nicki Minaj is saying that you owe her money and she's airing you the fuck out. Your wife is on tour with a bum knee and you're being sued by a shareholder in the company that you are a director at over serious allegations of being involved in allegedly turning Cash App into a crime organization. See what I mean? And so these people definitely do play little media games like, oh, yeah, this is the story. But no, the real story is a lot more sinister than him allegedly messing with the minor a couple decades ago and having a baby that may or may not be his. Crazy. Yes. Oh, yes. I love For No Fame. His perspective is far ahead of the game. What's up, Creation Goddess? He's really good at what he does. He has a great show. So shout out to For No Fame. Love what he does. Okay, let's move on. So speaking of Jay-Z, NFL, all that, Taylor Swift will allegedly be at, hey, what's up, Valencia? Taylor Swift will allegedly be performing at the NFL Super Bowl halftime show. Of course she will. Of course. Of course. I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it. You have to know a scam and a scheme and a PR stunt when you see one. Travis Kelce wanted to take the oath, or he wanted fame, or whatever he wanted. I don't know if he wanted more money, if he wanted more fame. I don't know what he necessarily wanted. That is so true. When No More says, when people get too much into Jay-Z and Beyonce's business, he throws, or too much into Jay-Z's business, he throws Beyonce on tour. Absolutely. Because he's her boss. Absolutely. And if you don't know that, you're lost, babe. Jay-Z is beyond, they are married, but he is her boss. They do have a business relationship first and foremost, because even marriage is a business. That's why Tina and Jay-Z had a vested interest in getting Matthew out of the way, because they are both handling and allegedly pimping Bianchi, okay? Now with Taylor Swift, again, I'm looking at Travis Kelce because he clearly, wanted to go up levels in the pyramid, and this is what may have led him into getting into a PR relationship with Taylor Swift. He was pushing the vaccine, and in the GQ shoot, he was doing the one eye symbolism. He has um, completely rebranded his style and his image, and the rebrand is very interesting. And then we have Taylor Swift, who's again allegedly a high ranking member of the occult, and she is clearly helping to initiate him. No, I don't think the relationship is real. I think Taylor Swift is not into men, okay? From the pictures that I've seen. I have come across some photos that are hard to get a hold of in which she's cuddled up with a woman. So I don't believe that she's really into men like that. She might be using them for like sex magic rituals or like energy harvesting, which is why she might be running through them the way she is, and it doesn't work out. And then a new project comes out, and then another Grammy ensues. Just think about that. But whatever is going on with her and Travis Kelsey, at the root of it, I believe she is just helping to initiate him in to the occult. Okay. Now, again, football season is about to start. They just got engaged, and then again, the halftime show. So, and didn't his team win the Super Bowl last year? You know that they were going to win because he was dating Taylor Swift again. Rings, rings, Super Bowl rings. And again, if you have any doubt about this, don't you find it suspicious that all of this stuff is coming out and happening right when that movie Him is about to be released? It's not a coincidence. They're telling you, like, these people do weird stuff to get these Super Bowl rings. And even with Tom Brady, like, Tom Brady looks completely replaced. He has a lot of rings, but he looks replaced. And wasn't it exposed, or didn't he say out of his own mouth that he was married to a witch, Giselle Bundchen, and he was at the all-white parties with Mike Rubin and Robert Kraft, you know what I mean? So, and then him kissing his son in a very weird way. So he has clearly again taken the oath and just joined the system in order to achieve a certain level of success. And that looks like what Travis Kelsey is doing. Again, what are you willing to sacrifice? It's in your face. It's very obvious. Their relationship is fugazi. Speaking of the movie Him, I will be streaming on I wanna stream on Twitch, but I should live stream on YouTube. But either way, I will figure out the logistics, but just know I will do my best to be at the film premiere, the opening night when it comes out, and I will be streaming live on some platform. Probably YouTube. I will be streaming. Okay, let's get into Angel Reese. Allegedly, Angel Reese is suspended. She should be suspended. I mean, she's not even playing ball. Like, it's even hard to recall that she even plays basketball because she's never playing basketball. I mean, her whole brand is this dry ass podcast, wearing skimpy clothes. She's an influencer. She really doesn't play basketball. But again, dirty business. So how is she really making any money? She makes money, yes, through brand deals, but the brand deals are still a front, in my opinion, for she probably is selling ass to the elite because that's how she dresses. I mean, notice how she gets into the WNBA and all of a sudden she's dressing extremely scantily clad. You know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, sports is all one big family, it is. But don't you just notice that? Like, she starts dressing like a hoe, and then she gets a McDonald's deal pushing fast food. Again, why are athletes pushing fast food? They're athletes, they're professional athletes. So her whole brand is fugazi. She's not really playing ball. She don't really want to play ball. I'm glad that like, I just want her to just like stop faking the funk. Like, we know that you don't really play ball. You don't really want to play ball. Like, that's not how you really make any money. Like, just please stop pretending. So I also want to get into Young Thug and Glorilla. So please understand that with the jail calls being released, that is all script. That is all script. That is all ritual. The sad part is Young Thug didn't lie about Glorilla. She is not attractive. I'm gonna die on that hill. But it's not about her being attractive. All the jail phone calls are humiliation ritual and it's just distraction ritual. With Mariah the Scientist being on that particular call, again, a setup and a ritual. I will continue to tell you that I even question if all of these calls happened when he was in jail. I wouldn't be surprised if he's recording calls day by day and then they're releasing them day by day. I mean, I just feel like there's a lot of fake fugazi shit going on. Question everything. I just don't believe that all this shit is real. It's all the distraction. You know what I mean? So with him talking about Glorilla, that is ritual because Glorilla again is deeply involved in the occult. I believe that she was born into an occult family and they offered her up, you know what I mean? With Mariah the Scientist being on that call again, Mariah the Scientist dating Young Thug is another, in my opinion, case of a PR relationship that is meant for Mariah to get initiated. It's the same way with um, JT and Lil Uzi Vert. You know, it's a way that they are getting initiated. Even again, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z helped to initiate her in. She was born into it, but you still need somebody to initiate you, which is what we saw happen in the Crazy in Love music video. Beyonce was replaced with the Sasha Fierce deity when the car blew up, and Jay-Z came in. His verse comes in after the car blows up because he initiates her. She moves over into the dark side. Yes, people are doing horrible stunts. I mean, again, with Age of Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, we are just seeing people crash out because the old system is dying. I will continue to say that. So with Mariah the Scientist, Young Thug is helping to initiate her, in my opinion. And so, what's up, Blicky? You are so sweet. Um, so when we let me see if I can um Venmo, yes, for all my new people here. So when it comes to again people having with Mariah the Scientist getting her ass whooped by Young Thug's baby mama when in the club and then that being recorded. When it comes to her um get the jail phone call when she was like, "Daddy, am I your baby?" And now another phone call where they're talking about Glorilla. It's all ritual. It's it is again initiation, it's ritual, it's PR, it's distraction. This stuff is not real. Don't buy into it. Now, I also want to get into let's take a turn into Kate Middleton. So, have y'all seen her recently? She has on a blonde, obvious blonde wig. Isn't that suspicious to you? It should be. It should be very suspicious to you. It's obviously a wig. Now, they told us that she has cancer. I think she might be like cured of the cancer. She's had like some health ailments because I believe that she had cancer, Charles had cancer, and maybe somebody else had it. But I know those two had cancer. And Kate Middleton, Kate Middleton is Prince William's wife. The people with the British monarch, you really like out of the loop. But not that's not a bad thing. I mean, these are just random white people at the end of the day. But it was like a whole situation. People were looking for her at one point. People were like, "Where the fuck is Kate?" Because she was missing, and they said she was sick, and she kind of just like disappeared. And then when she came back, there was like an obvious AI video of her, and then they had like body doubles um coming out into the public trying to say that, "Oh, that's Kate," when we knew that wasn't Kate. It was like really sketchy. And I said, "You know what? Her ass is probably trapped in a dungeon or dead." And she's out, whoever this is out looking like the original Kate because you know what? They were playing on our head tops. Like Kate would make appearances and they were like, "Oh, we see Kate," but it wouldn't be like her face. It was like the back of her head. Um, you know what I mean? It was like the back of her head or just like a side view. It was like all like smoke and mirrors. Yes, you remember. It was like an AI video of her in the park, and William was nowhere around. It was just if I recall, it was just like her by herself. So it was like, "Where are the kids? Where is William?" So your wife is up here talking about how she's sick and going through, and yo bitch ass, yo bald head bitch ass ain't nowhere around. She's by herself, and it's not even her, it's an AI video. Where the fuck is Kate, nigga? So something was just weird with that. And I always felt like, and I have a decode on this, I always felt like Kim Kardashian played a part in that because Kim Kardashian posted on Instagram and she said, "I'm gonna go find Kate." And then next thing you know, she had like a hurt finger. And that is a part of yes, something is weird with Kate. But like cutting into fingers and stuff like that is a part of a lot of the blood magic that Marina Abramovic does. She has the lady who does the spirit cooking, she will say like, you know, put a knife through your hand or some shit and eat the pain, like something really strange. So when it comes to Kim Kardashian, I just felt like, are you swapping spirits with Kate Middleton? Are you it's just given that your ass you somehow involved and you told us that you were involved when you said, I'm about to go find Kate. It's like, why the fuck Kate need you to help her? You know what I mean? Pierce the finger. Who? Northwest? Child, she pierced her fingers? Imma have to look that up, but there was just something strange with that. I just felt like, why the fuck is Kim Kardashian getting involved in whatever Kate Middleton got going on? So that was just sketchy. And yeah, spirit cooking, dead ass. And with Kate, I mean, again, I'm pretty sure again, people in the royal family, yes, Kim also did have a hurt foot, and she's claimed it was a bike accident. So she just had a couple of accidents around that time, and that was obvious that something was going on. I knew when she said her finger got hurt and then her foot, I was like, this bitch doing something she don't got no business doing. She's doing dark, 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 dark magic. And now look at her kid, North is out here looking all types of crazy. So right, her shoulder, her foot, her finger, like Kim was doing some shit she had no business doing. And now Kate Middleton is back out in the public with a blonde wig. Something is not right. I don't know if that is the real Kate or if that's a clone or if, that's a body double. I mean, again, they got people walking around here, y'all, in meat suits, human suits, mask, all type of shit. There's even a photo of Camilla, Charles's wife, with the with a mask on that comes down to here. There's a clear line that she's got a whole human mask on. So, the rumors about these people not even being people, look, they came from somewhere. Some of these rumors, they start from somewhere. They start from somewhere. What else do I want to say? North, I don't know. I wouldn't say she looked like Natalie Nunn. I don't know about all of that. Wow. But right, Natalie Nunn, damn. You take it far. But I just sometimes I feel like that the real Kate is either again unalive or in a dungeon. Whoever we just saw might be a clone or a body double, or that might be AI. Or if that, just something is not right. And the blonde wig is very telling. It's giving MK Ultra beta kitten. That's just what it gives. and nothing would surprise me. I mean, these are royal people. So, um, they definitely do, or they definitely are involved in, beta kitten and SMEX rituals and MK Ultra mind control programming. I mean, it gets deep, dark, and ugly. It gets deep, dark, and ugly. Okay, let's get into Rolling Ray. What is going on with Rolling Ray? So I did do an emergency live not too long ago talking about Rolling Ray. I do find it interesting that he passed right before his birthday. I'm gonna just be real with you guys. I don't think these people are dying, especially Rolling Ray. I think Rolling Ray went somewhere. The fact that his birthday is so soon, right after he allegedly passed, your birthday and your death day are portals. You see that? They are portals. And so I just feel like he went somewhere. He just went somewhere. I don't know where he went, but I feel like he went somewhere. I can't say he's dead. I just don't know about all that. There's just something not right. I will continue to say there is something strange with all these people who happen to be content creators, mainly on TikTok. And see, let me tell you, God protects me. God protects me. My discernment is key and it is on point. God protects me because I was told by God directly. These were direct orders. That's, okay. They said there's about to they're about to introduce a new disabled character now that Ray is gone. He's a fake person like Tyrone Blackburn. Just characters are central casting. I believe both of y'all. I believe both of y'all 100%. Because you know what? Where is my mom? Sorry. When when Kevin Samuels died, I I said that they're gonna bring in somebody new. And they did. I don't know if it was Andrew Tate, but somebody new came in after he passed away. Like they just Kevin Samuels was a character. So that's what I'm saying. Um but let's talk about with all these people passing away. Something is strange. And again, a lot of them happen to have what big followings on TikTok. Right, when they got rid of Kevin Samuels, new characters came in. Right, Malik Taylor passed away too. And I'm the same age as Malik Taylor and Rolling Ray. So I was just like, that's interesting, which is why I did an emergency live. But I said to myself, I said, you know what? That's true. Dr. Umar, thank you, Micah. You said Dr. Umar, that's true, right? He did. Dr. Umar did bump up after Kevin Samuels, and isn't he now trying to charge women to go on dates with him or have lunch with him or some kind of crazy shit? Catch it. So let's talk about my discernment and God removing me from situations. I'm going to give you guys 3 examples. I have worked for Amazon in the past, and I tried to work for Amazon a couple of weeks ago, like maybe like a month ago at this point, because I just wanted like a simple job to just make some money, right? And God kept sending me YouTube videos in my algorithm that were like, don't work there, don't work there. And I still did it. And I did not make it past my first shift. And then I have found out about the lab grown food that Jeff Bezos was investing in. And God said, stop shopping at Whole Foods and stop supporting Amazon. And I canceled my Prime membership and I haven't gone to Whole Foods, period, ever since God told me that. Like, that was direct orders. Like, I heard it loud and clear. And so I haven't supported the company anymore. God said, stop supporting this company. Now I keep seeing all these videos. People are online talking about how Amazon has a 110% turnover rate. People are calling out Whole Foods for their food, and you know what I mean? Like how, oh, Amazon and Jeff Bezos ruined Whole Foods. This has been a thing. This has been a thing. Ever since God told me stop supporting Jeff Bezos, Amazon, any of that, other people have now started to come out and talk bad about the company. One example. Two example. People keep dying on TikTok. TikTokers keep dying. Influencers and content creators keep passing away, mainly people who are affiliated with TikTok. I have been looking at my earnings. God told me they're not paying you enough. They don't value you. Get off this platform and go back to YouTube and put in the work. That's what I'm doing. People keep passing away. And I promise you, I will never record on there again. Number 3, a job I used to work at. I posted this on Instagram today. A job I used to work at. I used to be the staff accountant there. This is different than my government job. It was a fire department. So kind of affiliated with the government, but this place, not really. So when I was working there, I was there for 2 months. When I was working there, again, as a staff accountant, I had no peace the entire time. From the day I started, people kept telling me that the HR director was stealing money. They kept saying that. They said, she's stealing money. She's stealing money. She's stealing money. They wanted me to come in and like set shit straight. The person, one of those people, hey, what's up, Squid Boss? One of those ladies showed me the proof of the HR director and the fire chief doing unauthorized pay raises. The HR director was a complete bitch. That's not even the right word to use. Like, to say she's a bitch is still nice and an understatement. She was a complete see you next Tuesday. Like, worst of the worst, liar, manipulator, argumentative. She used to threaten to stab people, literally. And I believe that she was having an affair with the fire chief, which is why he would never correct her properly and why she kept her job, right? Now, mind you, they hired me to be the cleanup girl. Even though I was the accountant, they wanted me to just clean up all the shit that she wasn't doing right. Well, I got tired of her attitude and all her bullshit and all the corruption, and I happily walked the fuck away. I wrote notes of my entire experience from the moment that I got there. I gave those notes to the board members. They still didn't want to believe me, right? So why do I get an email? The same lady who showed me the proof of the unauthorized pay raises just resigned. And she wrote a letter. And the letter that she wrote when she resigned, in her resignation letter, basically, whatever she put in that resignation letter sparked an investigation. She just emailed me saying, this person might reach out to you because I resigned, and in my resignation letter, again, whatever I said, they have an investigation now. So do you see? Because I said to myself, I said, you know what? This person is a bitch, but they are stealing money, taxpayer money. And as the accountant and the only Black person in administration here, and I was one of 2 Black people in that entire fire department, I said, when the chickens come home to roost, I'm going to be at fault as the accountant. Because here's how it works when you're Black. If I say something, they don't believe me. If I don't say something, I'm guilty, right? So I would rather them just not believe me and move on with a clean criminal record and no drama and just move on with my life. because I knew that it was only a matter of time before they were busted for doing whatever they were doing, and that it would fall back in my lap and they would blame me naturally because I'm the accountant, and I would be left holding the bag and left trying to defend myself. Hell to the fucking no. So God has a way of removing me out of bad situations. I know when drama is coming, I know when danger is near, I know when something isn't right. And every single time I have escaped death, I have escaped all type of crazy shit because God will tell me it's time for you to go, and I will listen every time because in my nervous system I know this is about to fucking crash. So I just want to put that out there because I feel like, yes, Walmart food recalls, and then didn't somebody die at Walmart last year? And we never were told, we never was told what happened. Remember that girl? If you don't remember this story, there was a girl that passed away because she was allegedly trapped in an oven, and people on TikTok made videos showing that it's like impossible to get locked in an oven at Walmart, a walk-in oven. So how did this girl just magically pass away? And the media never followed up on that, ever. The media never followed up on what happened to that girl. And yes, now their food's getting recalls, and their store does have a low vibrational energy because even after that story with the girl in the oven, they also got into trouble for employees palming each other in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? They had several other incidents of violent behavior with their own employees. So I'm just saying, shit be fucking weird. Shit be weird. And I don't be wrong about nobody. I don't be wrong about nobody. Hey, what's up, Shay? Hi. So glad you're here. The replay is gonna be lit. I got decodes up on the channel, and I'm gonna have this live. So there's plenty of content for you to catch up on. So I just feel like with all these, and mind you, I've talked to you guys when it comes to TikTok. I've talked to you guys about having experiences with gang stalking, demonic harassment, being targeted, being watched. Like even today when I left the grocery store, I felt like there was a gang stalker on the road with me because this person, if I was like, okay, I left the house only one time today to go to the grocery store, and I went to the grocery store around 3 o'clock. Okay, hey, replay gang. I'm trying to buy things like baby cribs and rocking chairs, getting ready to give birth, and everything is online. No more in store. Yes, everything is online now. But shout out to you. I'm wishing you a safe delivery. Congrats on the baby. Um, what I'm saying is this. When I had left the store, even when I was at the store, there's a grocery store down the street that I just don't really like. And, I'll shop there, but every blue moon, like if I like have to, if I don't feel like going further out, but I don't really like that store because the energy is just not my favorite. So I went there today, got what I needed, left. You could, and like even when I was there, I was like, oh, the energy in here is just so overstimulating. I just don't like the energy there. And I left and I kept it short and I left. On the way home, this person driving in front of me, I had got over and then they got over. They were in front of me, and I'm just like, "You could have been got over." And, like, they were just driving so slow, and they took forever to turn. Like, the street is here. There's, like, 2 streets. All they have to do is just turn. They, like, paused for a while, and they just took all day to turn. So I'm like, "Bitch, I know where I'm going." So I just went. I just, like, went because I'm like, "I don't know why you're taking all day to turn." So they are, like, trailing, like, way behind me. I'm bringing in the groceries into the house, and hey, thank you. Thank you, Squid Boss. I appreciate you very, very much. Um, so as I'm, like, bringing in the groceries to the house. They just, of all the streets in this neighborhood that they just have to turn down, they just happen to come down my street. And I like looked at them and like, I'm not afraid. So I just looked at them like, bitch, fuck out of here. And of course, I didn't say anything. They didn't do anything. They just kept driving by. But I'm thinking, like, you're a gang stalker. This shit is real. And I just feel like, again, the people who are on TikTok who are dying, they might be characters of the Matrix, something like that. You just never know. But I just know for me personally, um, I have had just too many experiences with gang stalkers and demonic harassment, and I know how to spot it immediately. And people, it's the internet, right? So people are watching you and all of that kind of shit. So I'm glad that I'm like just off that platform. I will figure it out. I'll be fine. Okay. So at Rolling Ray, just some strange shit going on. I feel like these people are going someplace. And yes, we might see another um handicap content creator. Okay, before we end off, Vogue will no longer issue magazines on a monthly basis. Necessary. Now, allegedly, Jeff Bezos bought Vogue. They do have a new they have a new editor in chief. Allegedly, Jeff Bezos bought Vogue for his concubine wife. I'm not a hater. Get you one who can get you one. But Vogue in the magazine industry, the print publication industry, really like formal media as a whole, even if you are doing like a digital publication, like just formal journalism is dead. Journalism is not what, thank you, Micah. It's just not what it used to be. Journalists are now Shamar, oh yeah, hopefully not. His ass needs to be very weary. You're right for bringing up Shamar. But hopefully, or excuse me, yes, yes, no more. I see that. I get that all the time. I will be driving, and I wouldn't say I keep hitting the brakes, but I will be driving in the passing lane, and people have just a habit of driving so fucking slow, and then I'll go around, and yes, there's like no one in front of them. Like I'm telling you. I know that people like we live in the simulation. So people are put in front of you and like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I've also seen on the road a lot? People will be like driving in one direction and then they'll make a turn that makes them do a U-turn. Like, you know what I mean? It'll be like, so why did you come way this way if you had to like make a U-turn the whole time? Or you know what I mean? Like, I've seen people, like, do stuff that, like, that kinda signals that they're driving in circles. Or, like, they'll be riding in, like, one lane, and then, like, at the last minute, like, "Oh, I don't need to get off at the exit." So it's like, why were you in this lane for such a long time if you didn't even have to take this exit? Like, that makes no sense. So, yes, I've seen people, like, driving on the road and, like, they'll just, again, make particular moves that don't make any sense because it's like, well, why if you had to, like, turn there and or do that, then like, why are you like way out here? Or like, why did you keep coming all this way? I'm telling you, I have seen the weird shit. Um, so with Vogue and formal journalism is over. Journalism now looks like again the average person doing research, making video content, or it looks like what Candace Owens is doing. Again, making video content. Written journalism is dead. People do not read as much anymore. Literacy is down in America. Obesity is up. So people just don't read like they used to. Um, mm, that is really interesting. GPS is starting to lead people to the wrong places. That's some scary shit. That is crazy. Thank you, Venus. I gotta look that up. But yeah, books and written journalism is just not what it used to be. People want audio content, people want visual content. So if you are doing anything that involves again written media, written publication, written journalism, you should stop printing magazines every month. And you should start doing like digital, media and again, stop wasting paper. We're tired of magazines that are full of ads. No stories, just ads, just fashion ads of shit that we can't afford or shit that we don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, I want magazines to bring to like to reassess their value through less publications, but more meaningful publications. Do something quarterly, do something where, it's significant journalism. Start covering good stories because a lot of magazines are just full of bullshit stories that we don't give a fuck about. It's just, again, journalism is just whack. It's not what it used to be. The way that it used to be done. I feel like journalism is still, people are going to always want content in media. They're going to always want radio. Like there's always going to be a desire for information. But the way that journalism used to look is not how it is now. Again, as we move into the age of Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius, everything that we once loved is going to look different. The times are transforming. People are transforming. What we like is transforming. And you can still, like you can still do certain things, but you just can't do it in the way that you used to because the old way is dead. The old world is dead. My last topic of the night is unemployment. Okay, I did a short talking about this. Thank you, Shay. I did a short talking about unemployment. I think for many people, this is an opportunity to get creative and get dialed into your network. If people are broke and they can't afford certain things anymore, this is a way, if you have talents and creativity, to serve your community. You know what I mean? Like, again, sell plates, sew clothes for your community, do hair in the neighborhood, mow grass, cut grass in the neighborhood, Like, this is the time for us to come together. Let's use this hard time, unemployment, lack of money, as a way to still create value through bartering and shared services. Community. This is our time to create community. Hey, what's up, Highway 20? Thank you. So that's what I just feel like. I feel like everything has an opportunity. Yes, no more. If a person did not watch TV, or have social media or internet, they would live in a completely different world. So, no, it is a short live. I don't have that many topics tonight. I just don't, and it's 9 o'clock. And that's still kind of early, but I'm gonna go watch this video downstairs. Okay, bring me some topics because right now I'm at the end. So with unemployment, and people are saying that again, there are more people looking for work than there is work available. We've talked about this for so long. This is a way to manipulate people into, again, feeling desperate enough to take the chip, take the mark. I told you guys that this recession would be, yes. People wanted to get mad at me because I said that she sold ass, but it's like, what real job does she have? Because there's no way that you're a law student and you have all of that free time to like take pictures and like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. She's an escort. And it just is what it is. It's no hate towards her, but she's an escort. And I'm tired of people confusing professional, educated women with hoes. You're talking about Ice Spice and Lotto? I mean, I heard a snippet of it. It's unnecessary. They're not talking about shit. And that's the thing though. They're not talking about shit, but they're talking about shit. You know what I mean? Like talking about scat and all this other, just disgusting. And it's just two white girls doing what white girls do, like rage bait and energy harvest. I have no interest. They're up there doing like that lesbian play. It's dry, it's tired, it's through. It's dry, it's tired, it's through. Like, their careers are on fucking CPR, life support. Like, I have no right, it adds nothing to the culture. We didn't ask for this. We don't give a fuck about whatever they're talking about. Like, I'm sick of their, again, the sad part is Lotto is, excuse me, Ice Spice is more authentic than Lotto because Lotto is running around with the black scent and all this other kind of bullshit. I mean, it's just, again, it's dry. It's dry. It adds absolutely nothing. It will continue to tumble down the charts, like Humpty Dumpty, because we didn't need it, we didn't want it. And these two are very hollow and vapid artists who have nothing significant to talk about. They have no experience in this world that, thank you, Micah, that brings and that they need to really have a deep conversation about. You know what I mean? Like they don't they're very young women and they just haven't had enough real life experience or enough real shit that they've come up against to talk about again anything of value and of substance. Like pain helps you to create art because it's real life experience that people can relate to. We're in the middle of a fucking recession and they're making songs about coochie, scat, and bullshit. People will boycott the entire beast system. It's only a matter of time. Thank you, Squid Boss. It's only a matter of time. People, because again, as real life continues to set in with unemployment, people can't find work, living out of their cars, businesses shutting down, stores closing, people filing for bankruptcy, businesses filing for bankruptcy. As real life, as this recession, that's really a depression, starts to continue to set in, people are naturally going to rebel against the system, which is why, again, with Pluto and Aquarius, the energy is power to the people. Because Pluto and Capricorn is power to the system. But the system is crashing. The music industry, the film industry, government, politics, banking, all of that shit is dying. All the things that you knew and that you loved are dying. Like, okay, the other day I went to go get crab legs and I needed just like a light lunch, so I got some crab legs. I found some crab legs at the grocery store and I was like, I am never buying crab legs at a restaurant again. Like I got way more food at the grocery store, like for cheaper, and I don't need all of that like butter and junk. Like I will just make them at home. Like I'm good. And I love to go out to eat. I do. I enjoy going out to eat. But I don't enjoy being robbed. And I just feel like again, I can just cook at home. Like I love cooking at home. I like going out to eat too. I'm a foodie. I like to eat. But I'm just saying, like, why? Why continue to give these people money when they're robbing me anyway? And then I have to tip and all this other kind of shit. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have heard about California, but California has been falling for a minute. And honestly, Texas is getting into that territory. Hey, what's up, Alina? Texas is getting into that territory because, a lot of people from California have moved here. Um, with that is true with the detox. You're right. Um, People from California have moved here in droves. Uh, Elon Musk has moved here. We're going through a housing correction, and they're building that Stargate, that AI data center. So it's going to get really ugly here. I will continue to tell you guys that the US will see a mass exodus. It's happening now. It's like a slow drip now, but it's speeding up. I would say it's like hey, what's up, Lola? You caught me at the end, but the replay will be up. Cali is going down, but the US is going down as a whole. How do you feel about the survivors of Jeffrey Epstein coming out with their own list? Yes, Elon Musk is here in Austin. I do feel like it's a distraction too. Because, okay, I will continue to tell you guys when it comes to like Epstein and all this stuff, allegedly the real list was published at some point. I have come across a list in the past. Whether it was real or not, I can't say. But one thing I'm going to tell you is this. We know, yes, Stargate is a portal. It is. Um, it's there's a reason why it's named the AI data center is named Stargate. There's a reason why Mark Zuckerberg has supercomputers or a data center named Prometheus and Hyperion. These are like the names of like fallen angels. So, you know what I'm saying? There's always like code in what they tell us. You think that they MK Ultra folks in California to sell their homes in the OC and move to Texas? Mm, interesting. Nothing would surprise me. That's a very interesting theory. I I can't say because I don't know that personally, but again, nothing would surprise me. You probably are onto something. That is true no more. How there is no list. Let's be for real. It's a buzzword that makes people go crazy. That I believe. Because let's take it back to the movie Blink Twice. In the movie Blink Twice, they they talked to you very subtly about MK Ultra because the people, or excuse me, we could say MK Ultra, or we could say again dissociative identity disorder or multiple personality disorder. Because remember how the people, if you've seen the movie Blink Twice, the people in the movie, the villains and the victims had no memory. And didn't Prince Andrew say that he did not remember the young lady in that photo, that minor woman that he was in the photo with? Because the best way to keep somebody quiet is just they don't even know what's going on. So I do believe that the whole list is bullshit. You're right. I believe your theory. The list is bullshit because most of these people, again, they're under MK Ultra. Because let me tell you this, and many of you know this. Part of being in a secret society is to keep it a fucking secret. You cannot talk. Because again, if you talk, the whole system collapses. And that's what I continue to say. No list will ever come out because the whole world would collapse. Because people are not going to willingly, majority of people are not going to willingly work for PDF files, grapists, and serial unalivers and fraudsters, money launderers, imposters, people who hurt kids. They're just not going to do it. Most people would say, this system, it's corrupt. We're not doing it. We're not working for this. We're going to mass quit. And so to keep people working and buying into the beast system, they have to conceal the truth. And this is why I said the best way to dismantle a system is to expose it. The best way to dismantle a system is to expose it for all of its corruption, injustices, hypocrisy, and imposters. Right? Right. That's how you expose something. And this is why I said with gangster rap and drill music and mumble rap and the rap industry as a whole is being dismantled, right? Because with that's why I say it's ritual. Because with Young Thug and the jail calls and the snitching and the DL rappers and all of this, if these jail calls are exposing the fake streams and the fake numbers and the payola and the da, 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 if it's exposing all of that, then people don't believe in it anymore, right? And when people don't buy into it or believe it anymore, the system collapses. Nothing is held, well, everything is held together by your belief in it, by your faith in it. Again, our own currency is backed by nothing but your belief that it has value and by your continuous use of the fiat. It's not backed by gold, it's backed by you. It's backed by you. Is backed by you believing in it enough to use it as legal tender. So if you believe in something, it's real. And once you stop believing and it becomes unreal, then it collapses and it crumbles. That's what I'm saying. If you haven't seen Blink Twice, please make time to see it. It talks about blackmail, MK Ultra, Smex rituals, African, MK Ultra mind control, just all type of shit. So the list is fake. We agree on that. Stargate is a portal. Oh, Dion said you're allergic to crab. I hate that for you. Okay. Thank you, Lola. I'm glad you enjoyed the decode videos. If you guys haven't seen the decode videos, please go check them out if you would like to. Cali is going down. The government is not real. It's full of actors. The real government are the banking people and stuff like that, because the banks control the money and they control the government. Yes, Mariah the scientist is a Fed her damn self. Again, everybody's being exposed for being a federal worker. Sexy Red, federal worker. You know what I mean? Like these people are all, again, rap music, the music industry is all nothing but a sector of the, you know what I'm saying, the CI. Come on, we know this. Yay. We know this. We know this by now. It's these people all work for the government, okay? They all work for the banks, because Kanye revealed that when he said Lucian Grange works for the people who run the banks out in Africa. Like, again, it goes deep, 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 deep. And what's his name? Leor Cohen used to work for the Bank of Israel, and he's Uish. So these people are all involved in like banking, government, laundering, African, you know what I'm saying? And that's why the Jay-Z, I'm glad I did look up the Jay-Z Cash App lawsuit, because what it's really talking about, how Cash App was used to help, again, terrorism and money laundering and African and all this other kind of crazy shit. Again, even Wayfair was caught up in what? Allegedly African minors. This shit gets real. I don't know why Erica Banks dropped the tape. I mean, I know that she has to recoup, but we're tired. The only person that can hold female rap up is Nicki Minaj. And it's because she's still talking about shit. She's still talking about real shit, because she's still going through real shit. All these other girls are dropouts who need to go back to school, start a business. They need to do something else. And when I say start a business, I don't mean lashes, wigs, hair, nails, waist trainers. I'm sick of these hoes. I'm sick and I'm tired. I want them to do something original. So yeah. Okay, we're talking about something with somebody. Okay, no more was talking about California. Yeah, California's going through it. No, we were talking about the US. I am seeing more and more people visiting other countries and moving to other countries. It used to be a slow drip of people leaving America, but now it's like a running faucet. You know what I mean? Not fully on, but it's like a mild, continuously running faucet. As the economy gets worse and worse and worse, more people will leave. Yes. Venus, you're saying something. But in the movie Leave the World Behind, it was also talking about, again, the world, the system, leaving the system behind, because they had no cell phone connection, right? So with no cell phone connection, that disconnects you from the grid, the world. They had to rely on, again, each other for food and stuff like that. Alexis Sky doing life insurance. Yes, I made a video about that, child. She need to go on somewhere. But at least she's trying to do something productive besides sell ass. People are sick and tired. The American dream is to leave America at this point, and more people will leave America. Beyonce and Jay-Z leaving America will inspire her followers to leave too, because they will say, if even Beyonce is leaving, even as rich as she is, if she's leaving, that's a sign we should leave too. So more and more people will leave America. I promise you that. I'm thinking about it. I'm not going to Europe, but more and more people will continue to leave, because it is getting harder and harder to survive here. People will continue to leave this country. They will. Yes, this country, but that's why it's crashing, because America is going through judgment too with its Pluto return. America is going through judgment too. America, again, nothing built on pain can last. Nothing built on a shaky foundation can last. So America is going through judgment. America is collapsing and crashing. Again, Babylon. My mom loves this this verse out the Bible when it says Babylon fell within an hour. Because by the time when America is already on shaky ground. So by the time America does fall, it'll be like clock. It'll go so quick, because America has been, again, and that's what the politicians have been set up to do, is to slowly degrade. Like, again, Biden really did a big number on the economy. I know people, talk about Trump. Trump's first term, he did, a number on the economy, and then with the C-19, and then Biden came in and he really fucked it up, and then Trump is coming back and he's, what I'm saying, they're here with a purpose. They're here with the purpose of, again, collapsing the system. They're just doing their job. They're just enacting the plan. Passports don't take too long. Get your shit together today. Start today. Like, get your passport. I have mine. Get your passport. Get your passport. Because you need to be able to leave when it's time to leave. And I always said, America is Babylon. I always said, when he was talking about building that wall, it wasn't to keep them out. It was to keep us in. Catch it. Because there will be a mass exodus from America, and the people who run this raggedy ass country will want to keep you here. They will want to keep you here. They need your energy. If you are not around, they have no system, so they will want to keep you here. They have a vested interest into keeping you here. So just understand that. Get your passport. If you're listening to me, if you can hear my voice, you need your passport. Update your passport. Handle your paperwork. Do what you got to do. Get the fuck out of here. The good thing about this country is having an education here. If you have any kind of degrees, certifications, licenses, if you have that in America, it's really easy to go find work somewhere else. Get out of here. Get out of here. This country is crashing. And if you want to stay here, you better have a blicky, because you will need it. Because, again, resources will become scarce. Real food in this country is becoming scarce. It's becoming rare. It's becoming a luxury to eat a real steak, a luxury to get clean water. Understand that with all these data centers, all these AI data centers, there is a war on electricity and water that is brewing day by day. Access to electricity, access to real food, access to clean, drinkable water will be a luxury only for the rich. Home ownership, private car ownership will be luxuries only for the rich. Yes. They're trying to keep you hypnotized. I told you. People are starting to wake up about the economy. And what did they do? They said, here's the Labubu, play with that. Here's Love Island, go watch that. Here's Dubai chocolate, go eat that. They gave you a snack, a TV show, and a motherfucking doll to play with. Catch that play. So don't be distracted. Get your shit together and start planning on getting out of here, because it's getting ugly. And if you want to stay here, you're going to need some heat with you, because people will be trying to rob you and take advantage of you for your resources, not for your Gucci belts, not for your Birkin bags, for your fucking steak, for your chicken, for your water, for your warmth, for your blankets. Okay? Don't you see how there's a lot of people in this country who are squatting in people's homes? squatters' rights, people having to fight for the right to live in their own fucking house because they have bum ass niggas living in their house. Those people are taking refuge in vacant homes because they're homeless. They don't want to be homeless. They don't want to sleep out of the car. They might not even have a car to sleep out of. So they are squatting in people's homes. And people are having to fight for the right to get fucking trespassers out of their fucking homes. There's a homeless epidemic going on in this country that the media will not talk about to keep you hypnotized and under the belief that everything is okay. Everything's not okay. Homes are being foreclosed on. People are losing their cars. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. People are fucking broke and hungry and homeless with no hope and with nowhere to turn. And the media will continue to talk about Trump because he is a vessel used to keep you distracted and emotionally wrapped up in things that are not even real. Seriously. He's a way to keep you dumping energy into a black hole. And he's a media magnet so that you can again focus on Trump when there's real shit going on in your backyard, real shit going on outside your front door, real shit going on at your neighbor's house. You worried about Trump. Nigga, people are against squatting, robbing, and it is gonna get ugly this winter because again, the cold weather, holiday season, kids gotta eat. Christmas is coming around. You see what I'm saying? People are fucking hungry, no job, been out of work for 6+ months. Bills keep coming due, nowhere to go. Car repossessed is gonna get ugly this fucking winter. I promise you that. And I warned you guys about that before, and I'm gonna keep warning you. It's gonna get ugly this winter because AI taking people's jobs, people getting laid off, companies are fucking closing. People need somewhere to go. People need somewhere to go. They need something to eat. It's getting ugly out there. So stay vigilant and stay safe. Okay, you guys, I might come back tomorrow if you want to have another live, but I am done tonight. Just stay woke when it comes to, again, people leaving America because that's truly, truly happening. You will see more and more people leave America. You will. Get your paperwork together to get ready to get on the fucking boat and dip. Okay? So just think about that. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Yes, thank you for being here. You know I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 8 o'clock Central Time. I do double lives on YouTube and Twitch. Thanks to Blicky. Thank you, Blicky. So yeah, I'm excited to come back. I'm gonna get some topics together. Yeah, I know I'd be working every day. And you know what I wanted to say? I wanted to say again, because you are not working a fucking meaningless job that is sucking your energy, like myself. I'm working from home. I'm working on my own shit. I'm doing my own thing. That gives me the opportunity to again, oh, thank you from your hello. That gives me the opportunity to, yeah, your money did come in euros. To again focus on myself, my own shit, and just pour back into my community, to meet other people, render off services, get creative with how you make your money, get creative with how you do things, because you have a lot more value than just clocking in, doing whatever the fuck you were doing for a job if you're unemployed. So if you're unemployed right now and you have skills and talents, think outside the box, get creative. This is God's opportunity for you. God is giving you the opportunity to again go back to the basics, go back to nature, go back to the real you, and use your hands, use your brain for something more meaningful than just the capitalistic system. Seriously, because I'm thinking about all the ways too that I can like again bring value back into my community and things that I can do this winter, because again it's going to be a hard fucking winter, I can promise you that. So let's talk about that on the next show, like some things that we can do to make money outside of work. But other than that, I will be back very shortly. Bye y'all.